This is an opportunity for our team to bring in a lot of the players that we track throughout the season, whether it's the D-League, whether it's Europe, guys who have kind of slipped between the cracks. They may have gotten injured. At some point we had interest in them, or they've kind of established themselves overseas. And this is a chance for us to bring them in, put them in a really competitive environment that we control, and see what they can do.
There's a lot of good players here. A lot of good players. Guys who can shoot, guys who can penetrate, guys who are just physical. And I think you're going to see a little bit of everything out of everybody, you know? Like guys that were here last year or have been competing overseas, they've gotten better. They've been working on their game. Me, I've put on some weight. I'm able to battle down low more, and I've gained a shot. So, I mean, I'm trying to show everything that I can do, too.
My agent is good friends with Dan, and he's been connecting with him for a while, and Dan even liked me when I was coming out of college, and he told me he'd been watching me since I was a sophomore in college. So the interest was already there. It was just a matter of fit for the team and if they needed me, because there's so many guys that do different stuff well, that a certain need of a team. So unfortunately last year it didn't work out, and then they invited me back for the free agent camp, and I did really well over there.
I played in Australia, in Perth, for the Perth Wildcats, and it was a great experience for me to go out there by myself and just to learn a lot and get to know myself as a person and as a player. So, I mean, I worked hard each and every day, just trying to get better and work on my craft. And sometimes it was hard because being away from family, being far away in different time zone, and sometimes I wake up early in the morning at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. just to watch Toronto play. And sometimes it was tough, but I just kept faith and just kept working hard.
So DeAndre worked really hard. This last summer he was with us, played in the Summer League, went to Australia, and had a very good year in Australia. And now he's back with our group, getting coached. He's preparing for Summer League, and at the right time, we'll have to make a decision on where we see his game. Is he at the NBA level where we feel he's ready to join our club? But he's making good progress. He's working hard. He's playing well out here today. And he's a guy that everyone's enjoyed being around.
I'm so happy to be back here around the organization and my guys, Bruno and them. I love those guys. We're brothers for life. And it's good to see them guys and see Bruno. And he's speaking a lot more nonstop, not talking. So, I mean, that's good. But I'm just happy to be back and just here and work and getting to work.
So the next step beyond the mini camp is Summer League, vet camp, and then making the team. So every step of the way they have to reprove themselves, integrate into a team, show their talent, and that's what they're all doing here.
Oh my gosh, I don't sleep sometimes at night because I want it so bad. I work hard 24/7. I'm in the gym, lifting weights, shooting, competing. I'm playing in the Drew League in LA to get in better shape, to expand my game, just to try different stuffs, you know? And it's fun. I love basketball. I have the best job in the world. I get to play for a living.
I'm fighting for my life right now, whether it's being on the court and playing hard, or it's being off the court and stretching, make sure my body's right. Every day I'm fighting for my life. So if I got to dive on the floor continuously 5 times, 10 times in a row, and I already scraped my side, I'm just going to keep scraping my side until I get a job. That's just how I look at it.
Free agency is a whole different animal, and we feel good about our prospects right now. We have cap room for the first time. We have 2 first-round picks in 2016, which is an asset we can use now or later. And we have a good culture and a good through line, a good continuity to build through. So we're kind of excited about this summer, and we anticipate it's going to be a very wild summer.
The Raptors, in what was a franchise record 49-win season, are going to get swept in the first round. what they expected. Not what Dwayne Casey expected, not what the Raptors on the court expected on this roster. And certainly not what the fans back home thought would transpire.
Disappointing, the way we ended it. I felt like we worked too hard for everything to go that way.
That's a hard one, man. A letdown, pretty much. All mad about it. We'll all have that bad taste in our mouth.
Every single time I turn on TV and it's basketball, whether it's watching college basketball, whether it's watching, local guys play, or even it's watching the playoffs. Every single time I think about how we got swept in the playoffs, how our effort wasn't there, how we didn't, put up that much of a fight, and how we just pretty much choked. I think about it all the time, and going into this season, after last season, I felt like we were going to do a lot better. I felt like we were going to do some big things, but it didn't work out that way.
It was so overwhelmingly bad. It was like we didn't see that team. We didn't see a team play that poorly for 4 straight games all year, I don't think. And all of a sudden it was I don't know if it was the timing of it or what it was, but they were just flat for the entire 4 games.
Talked to Coach Casey a little bit about the team really just running out of gas in the second half of the season. Kyle really struggled physically after the All-Star break, had such a great first half to the year. But the defense is just where it fell off the cliff for Toronto last year.
I think everybody realized there needed to be substantial change. The roster just didn't work defensively, didn't really work offensively. It was very ball-stopping kind of thing. I think the Washington series really made it glaringly apparent that significant change had to be made. I didn't expect DeMarre Johnson back. It was just a time to go. Lou Williams, the same thing. I think they needed to, culture change is the big buzzword lately, but they needed to change something. I think right after that Washington series, Masai Ujiri went, whoa, yeah, we got to make some significant changes in what we are.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2015 NBA Draft.
Guys, quiet. Sorry. Milwaukee is in with Grievous with 46.
Yep.
Get it done? Get it done? Oh. Done.
It's my first year in the NBA, so I'm not always not ready to see this because it's my first year. So when the Graves trade, I crying. I gotta tell you off, honest, I cried like for 2 days.
I call Grievous and tell him toughest part of the night, it just eats you up, it's the part of the business that you don't go home feeling good about.
The Toronto Raptors trade the player contract of Gravis Vasquez to the Milwaukee Bucks for the rights to Norman Powell, the 46th pick in the draft, and a future first-round pick.
G. Hello? What's up, man? I'm good. I'm good. So we just made a deal with Milwaukee. Those guys, they really wanted you. I don't know, honestly, Grievous, what direction we're going to take. I'll call you tomorrow and we'll talk a little bit more. But it's you know how everything is between us. But those guys really wanted you, and they put in an offer now that where we are with this team is a little tough for us. So thanks, brother. I love you too, man. Okay. Thanks. Okay, I will. You too. Thanks, brother. That's a tough one for me, man. Yeah, I love that dude. That's a tough one.
As a friend, Mir always gonna be my dog, but I think for the fans and everybody, it was tough to see him go, especially after the amount of time that was put in, blood, sweat, and tears that he laid out there. And, he played with his heart and soul every time he stepped out there on the court. It was tough. I talked to him before he made the decision. Was just trying to, help him and comfort him. Be there for him as a friend. Not as a teammate. And told him to make the best decision. What's best for him and his family.
I love Grievous, like a brother. Amir Johnson, obviously like a brother. So
It was tough. It was tough seeing them guys go. You know, Tyler Hansborough. You know, I got a good relationship with him.
This is probably the most difference it's been for me since I've been on the team. So, you know, Amir's with me since I got drafted, and Landry, even, you know, Chuck and all them guys. Like, they were here for a while. I bonded with those guys. Gravius, I bonded with all them. So for them to be gone, it's different. You kind of just realize how much of a business side it really is.
You know, the last couple of days just been, you know, patience, trying to see what happens, what new players we get. You know, it sucks to see, you know, close friends leave, go elsewhere, you know, but, you know, it's all part of the business. You know, I wish them nothing but the best, and, you know, we just trying to continue to get better.
Talking to my agent, talking to, you know, my teammates and the guys on the team, you know, what was going on in their mindset, and just wondering what the moves were, wondering what the direction that Masai wanted and saw in his eyes as far as the Toronto Raptors, and just curious to know what the future had in store for us and for myself. You know, wondering if I'm still going to be here, wondering if they didn't, you know, see me fitting well on this team anymore and wanted to explore another option. So a bunch of stuff going through my mind as moves were being made, phone calls, text messages, so I didn't really know what was going on, but I'm happy I'm still here.
How long do we have?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Say your piece now. We done? Everybody done?
30 seconds.
Right. DeLon right.
We're picking DeLon right.
A defensive point guard, you know, like that just knows the game, good basketball IQ, has played the game, and we feel, you know, like kind of a late bloomer. We feel that, you know, possibilities to get better. And passes the ball extremely well, you know, always around the ball, very active, long player. So we hope that DeLon Wright can, you know, like develop into being a pretty good player. Hello? Yeah, DeLon, you there? Yeah, congratulations. It's Masai with the GM with the Raptors. I just called to congratulate you, man. We're so excited to have you. It's plenty work. We're gonna put you to work, and big dedication to being you're gonna be one of the better point guards in the NBA. You know, like this is a big challenge for all of us, and we want to make you one of the best point guards in the NBA. Okay? You enjoy yourself. Be careful tonight. Enjoy yourself, but be careful. Okay? Remember, the whole world is in front of you now, so be careful. Be very careful. Okay?
How you doing?
What's going on?
Good. How are you?
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You doing okay?
Appreciate it. Yep.
Everything is good?
Everything's fine.
Excited.
How you doing? All right, right.
Masai,
all right. How you doing?
How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
The Toronto Raptors trade the player contract of Gravis Vasquez to the Milwaukee Bucks for the rights to Norman Powell, the 46th pick in the draft, and a future first-round pick.
Norman just stuck out to us, you know, tough two guard, and that we feel we can develop, has good leadership skills, you know. We'll see. For us, we felt it was a good second round choice, and sometimes those things work out, sometimes they don't, you know, like, but hopefully this works out. We're exactly where we want to be. These young guys, you know. It's the next gear now, you know, like it's been long, you know, like with the draft, and then now it's gonna get even longer with free agency, you know. So the NBA is full of seasons, you know, and draft season is over now. Now we're into free agency, and then it's developing of your players in summer league. So we're excited, you know. It's a good time for, I think, our organization.
Good, ready. Good.
Very nice.
man.
Let the shoes do all the talking. You get it?
I just called him the other day. Again, I asked him for a loan, with that contract that he got. He's okay. He's doing well. But he's somebody that we already miss very much. And it's because of what you just said. He's grown so much and become such a good player through his own efforts. He spent some time in the D League with us, and then he would come up and get a little bit of time, and then Tony would get hurt and he'd become the starter. He'd come off the bench and do whatever we asked him to do. He's like the ultimate competitor and the ultimate teammate. So he's going to be great in Toronto.
Masai already stole that line from me, though. When he came back, he stole that line from me, so I'm going to have to think of something different when I get down there.
DeMarre Carroll was a big part of, the success that we've had the last 2 years and what we're trying to build in Atlanta. Great worker, great teammate, brings a defensive presence every night. Very happy for him. We'll miss him. We hope for the best for him.
You got that signature down pat.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
We should get a group shot. Just jump in there quickly and play around the back.
I'm going to sit on the left, you got the right. Let's do it. As they say, there's no place like home. I'm just so excited.
They're getting a terrific guy, one who works really hard, one who's a great teammate, one who's developed a lot over the course of time and earned what the opportunity that he's got. And they're getting a guy who's a proud Canadian that's going to come home and I think really enjoy playing in front of the home fans.
I want everybody to welcome DeMarre Carroll. Welcome.
First, I want to start off by thanking Masai, thanking the organization, thanking my beautiful wife right here, just for this opportunity. Throughout my life, I've been through a lot. As many of y'all may read, I've been through a lot of obstacles throughout my life. From being shot in college to having a liver condition, for an organization to take me under their wing and bring me here and look at me as a true part of this team means a lot.
Carroll does so many different things. He's like a Swiss Army knife. I mean, whatever it is that you need on a particular night, because even in the playoffs when Atlanta wasn't going good, he was scoring 22 points a game, which is big time. But then he's also guarding the best guy, which now helps DeRozan because he doesn't have that responsibility. You save your legs a little bit on the defensive end, so now on the offensive end, you can go after it. So those are little things that, not your everyday fan will see or understand, but when the wins come, they love it.
So Scola coming in anytime soon?
He's with national team on Friday for a week, but we'll get him signed up in Houston, and then but he'll be here in August probably.
Okay, yeah. So he's a vet. He's been through this plenty of times.
I know.
Yeah.
He knows how to play good IQ,
Right. He's a good player. We always play Team Canada. When I play Team Canada, we always play against Argentina.
Yeah.
And I always play against him. Yeah, he's a good player.
Thought it was the best chance for me, the best opportunity. I felt like they really wanted me, and I always like the team. This last couple of years, you guys had a great team, played really, really well. The city is amazing, and I thought it was a good opportunity. It was my best chance. Okay.
There you go. Get the ball. Yeah, give me some. Yeah.
First of all, I'm thankful for the opportunity, and I was very excited when I got a phone call from Masai and Coach Casey, about me being part of the team. So obviously, I've known Masai for a long time, and I've known Coach Casey for quite a long time since the draft process and all that. So I was pretty excited, and obviously there were a lot of opportunities out there, but I felt like, it was a great situation for me.
Defense! Yeah!
Yeah, it's good to be back home, right?
A little nervous, a little anxious, I think naturally, everybody feels that at first when you're meeting new people. But I mean, they welcomed me with open arms. Everybody seems to be very, good people. So it was easy.
Well, I just think they did a nice job. Obviously, they want to get those guys together and see how they complement one another, but the trend is to try to get themselves to be a lot more consistent throughout the course of the season.
When they played great defense, you can see that it was such a different game. They got the shots they wanted, they pushed the ball, they pushed the tempo. When they struggled on the defensive end, that's when you can see how other teams kind of took advantage of that.
Obviously, it's going to be how well they gel. That's always. It doesn't matter if you get 10 All-Stars. How do they gel together? But I really like the mix that Coach Casey is bringing with the guys that he already has.
It's been a roller coaster, excited, anxious, everything, so I'm, incredibly excited to, put on that jersey. Can't wait, for the first game.
Understand that, we got to stick to one task. That's to get better every single day. Understand what we got to do, when things not going good and when things going great. We got to understand we got to stay level-headed and stay on course of, what really matters, and that's to win a championship, honestly, and, learn from our mistakes for the guys that's been here and know not to repeat that same feeling.
Next week on Open Gym. He's been around now for the last 6 or 7 years, and he's been soaking up everything, all the things that it takes to be an NBA player. I'm approaching the next couple months, especially with where I'm at right now, of being mainly solely focused on making the team and being able to contribute for this next year.